E la nostra vita è musica, quindi rappo sopra il tuo battito. E quanta gente ci giudica, nessuno coglie quest'attimo.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. This is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. You know, San Antonio Spurs win the NBA champions, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Knicks. And, of course, Richard Jefferson. This will be their second game without him.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Jay Crowder, Aldridge out there with Taylor. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's McLemore at the shooting guard position.
Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons, and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
Here is Williams, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Nowitzki a screen. Outside Williams. New York moving the ball around. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Williams has got his first points in this one. McLemore. Darren Collison pulls it in.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live it.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
For the Cavaliers, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Turner. Jordan Adams comes in for Jay Crowder, and Oubre subbed in for Payton. Now, here's Aldridge. Last game with 30 points. Fades away. And good on the basket. Book it. Aldridge has got 5 now.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Pulls up. And it's blocked.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally missed after making their first 4.
And Adams with the slam.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Collison. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's McLemore, and that one is stuck right through.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Nowitzki, and it's off the back rim, no good.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That one is off. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Knicks shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. They can't stop the run with that one. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Adams, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Fourth, Pau Gasol.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. 3 on 3. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Aldridge left side. From deep, McLemore. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Adams' shot is off. The Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Out to the wing, and Nowitzki wide open. He fires, misses the 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
And so here is New York. The Cavaliers making the shot. Outside Collison. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Hey, guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Thomas Robinson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Mitch Mills in for Darren Collison.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Mills following the score by Cleveland. Wide open look. But they get it back. Robinson bounces high off the rim and drops.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Payne. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Crawford drives in. The shot no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Payton. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Now here's Crowder. He's covered by Aminu. And the basket by Diop.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now Crawford gets it off. No good on that last second attempt there. And before the game, star center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity.
I feel like we're...
I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished five, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing at them. That's how they've piled up all the points.
They've got Noah. Thomas Robinson is out there with Crawford. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Collison in at the point guard position. They're the group New York will start the second with. And New York making a change here. Nowitzki's checked in. McLemore dishes to Crowder. Over to the wing. Launches it. And another miss by Cleveland. Knicks trail by 6.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebound and the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts. And the energy of a mountain lion.
McLemore with the ball. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Here's Payne. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Good. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Collison.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And New York making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Turner. Aldridge comes in for Boris Diaw. And Oubre subbed in for Jay Crowder. Here's Dedmon, defended by Gasol. Aldridge kicks to Dedmon. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. Oubre can't get it to go. For New York, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Crawford. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in scoring. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Nowitzki, and it's all evened up. Nowitzki's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Dishes it to McLemore. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Banked in off the glass. McLemore's got 10 points.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Aminu comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Mills in for Lou Williams. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Oubre passes to Payton. Dedmon dishes to McLemore. Launches a 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Great open look there. 7 points for Darren Collison.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Now here's McLemore outside. Here's Aldridge. From the left block, he sends it through. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki.
Checking in for your Knicks, Thomas Robinson.
Now off the inbound. Tries again. There's the dish to Mills. And another shot. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got assist number 5 here tonight. So for New York, their last game, a win against Detroit.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
Yeah, it was definitely a gut check with W for them. I mean, they never gave up or gave in, even when things looked bad for them.
Down low. And that one's good. Collison's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Aminu. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, Jay. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
Pass to Mills. Some nice passing by New York here. All sorts of time, and again, it's New York.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And here's McLemore. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Payton up top. Covered by Mills. Payton kicks to Aldridge. Out to Payton. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are leading by 4. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Talk about some great numbers for McLemore. 15 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Payton is out there with Ben McLemore. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Turner in at the center position. Payton drives in. Another shot. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's Gasol, and it's good. Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their heads for not going harder after him.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Joakim Noah.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Williams in the post. Turner covering. That's good from Williams. The assist by Collison.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. All the time in the world to get that one off.
He kicks to Williams. And again, New York with the triple.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team. Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
The Knicks making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. And it's Payne in for McLemore. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks leading by 7. Up the floor, Crowder with the steal. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And the pass to Williams. Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. Williams double team. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Crawford drives in. Sweet little floater. Crawford's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on Ben McLemore. Doris, what's the news?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Cavaliers, number 1. Second, the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers that back that up.
Robinson's checked in for New York. Mills comes in for Lou Williams.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Payton outside. Mills with the steal. Here's Aminu. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
always important to have that good interior defense.
Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny them.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check.
Mills dishes to Robinson. Here's Noah. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Timeout called Cleveland.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. And then for Cleveland, Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Turner. And McLemore subbed in for Payton. Here's Payne. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
There's the pick. McLemore inside the line. And another miss by Cleveland.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Knicks. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Aldridge is checked in.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
To the paint. Here's Gasol, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Payne passes to Aldridge. Fires the 3. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
McLemore, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Knicks lead by 14. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here is Collison. Nowitzki is out there with Noah. Then there's Collison. Then it's Williams. And it's Aminu in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. The Knicks leading by 17. Williams kicks to Aminu. Nowitzki a screen. Aminu dishes to Collison. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Diaw's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Crowder kicks to Diaw. Stolen by Noah. Now here's Williams. Out to the right wing. Nowitzki for three. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Now the feed to McLemore. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Collison. Puts it up from 15. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. And that's 13 points for Darren Collison. The Cavaliers trail by 19. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. McLemore, no good. Outside Williams. Nowitzki a screen. Aminu with it. Pass to Collison. 5 to shoot. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's foul number 2 for him. Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for the Knicks. Turn. Checked in for Cleveland. Payton comes in for Payne. So it's the Knicks now. Here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Here's Diaw. Cans the 12-footer.
Assist goes to Elfrid Payton.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oubre's checked in for the Cavaliers. Adams comes in for Payton. Diaw can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
The Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Adams, the pass to Diaw. Here's Crowder. Turner with a screen on Crawford. 5 to shoot. Crowder dishes to Adams. Cleveland moving the ball around. Oubre. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Collison kicks to Crawford. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Crowder pulls it in.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Got that one up quick. And that's 13 points for Crawford.
not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Here's Noah. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Taken away by Williams. Now here's Collison, the fast break opportunity. Williams, that's good.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And another miss by Cleveland.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Darren Collison. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Oubre, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Payne passes to Oubre. From deep. Knicks with the rebound. Now Augustine, and they go to the intentional foul.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, you know, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing right now.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And here's Oubre. Payne gets a wide open look. No good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Pal, this win was punctuated by some quality defensive plays. How important is the defensive execution to your success?
Well, defense got to be always our motor. If we get some stops, we're doing a good job defensively, everything will be okay from that point on. So we just got to continue to emphasize our defense.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Getting big money, Playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them... This ain't rapping.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Darren Collison.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Darren Collison doing a supreme job of running the show for them tonight. He has sprinter speed almost, and that speed was too much for them to handle. He was confident, and the team was in his control.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.